Hey, everybody, off the top rope here, off the Mike Sports Network. So, a story coming out, WrestleVotes has seemingly confirmed that there's been a significant offer made to Mariah May by WWE, and it seems like it's only a matter of time. I think her deal was reportedly up in like August, somewhere in the summer. It was supposed to be due up. So, it seems like it's only a matter of time before Mariah May shows up in WWE, whether it's NXT or on the main roster. I would expect it to be NXT. Um, so I was thinking about this for a second, and I've talked about, what one of the big matches at Double or Nothing is going to be the Owen Hart Cup final between Jamie Hayter and Mercedes Monet. And so I'm thinking about this, and I've been getting into arguments with some of you guys in my comments who are big Mercedes fans. And listen, like I said, let me just get this out of the way. I think Mercedes is an insane talent in terms of a wrestling perspective, maybe the most talented and gifted female performer from a wrestling perspective, maybe ever. Just in terms of look at her accolades. She's had so many great matches over the course of her career, but her character is not great. And, she was brought there to elevate the women's division, and she has just buried it. And so I'm looking at this situation in terms of, and I've said it before, like, I don't know if I've actually said it here on in terms of videos, but I've debated on social media and also in the comments on some of these videos that I don't know why Mercedes Mone is in this tournament at all. I do not understand why she needs to be in this tournament. I understand that she's one of the best women in this company, but still, she holds a championship. She holds the TBS championship. And by putting her in this tournament and by, having these matches and everything, you are completely undermining the TBS championship and by extension, the entire women's division. That is another championship that you created to have more opportunities for women in this. And Mercedes has just held that thing hostage. She has beaten everybody humanly possible. She has not taken a pin. She has not submitted. She has not lost whatsoever since she showed up in this company a year ago. And so now you put her in the Owen, and now she's in the final. She's already beaten a returning Athena who had not taken a pinfall loss in 2 years. And now you have her facing Jamie Hayter at this pay-per-view. And it leads me to wonder, it's like, why isn't Mariah May in this tournament? Like, is Tony Khan that petty that, hey, you ran out your storyline. You already know she's going to WWE. Why not utilize Mariah May as a means to elevate somebody like a Jamie Hayter? Because that's a match I'd want to see in the championship. And then you have Jamie Hayter go over, and Jamie Hayter gets her redemption at Wembley. Now, as a result, we have this scenario, and I get that's not as a predictable of a scenario, but you've got this unpredictable scenario, which kind of really isn't unpredictable until Jamie Hayter somehow beats Mercedes Mone at Double or Nothing. I am led to believe that Mercedes Mone is going to win. And what does that mean in the end? That means that the TBS title is likely not getting defended at All In. And unless you want to have her do double duty, and based off the fact that Mercedes does the booking, I don't think she'll want to do that. So why is Mariah May not in this tournament? Because she's got a contract that's coming up and she's already made it clear she wants to go to WWE? Then why the fuck did you sign her and put her in a major storyline to elevate her through the whole thing and then, have her lose the title back, and you gave her a terrible title run to begin with? Why does everything in this business in terms of, what Tony Khan is doing, why in this company in particular have to be so petty and you have to hold it against people? Like, for God's sake, Willow Nightingale won the tournament in 2023 and then, comes back and was in the championship against Mariah May, and Mariah May beat her before she turned heel on Toni Storm. Why couldn't that have happened with Mariah May? Why not have the champion come back, have her be in the tournament, rather than, putting a sitting champion in Mercedes Mone that we already know is running roughshod over this division? It's just like you're completely undermining your own women's division and making everybody in that division look dumb. Like Chris Statlander is just sitting there. And now I love Jamie Hayter to death, but there is no reason for me to believe in the way that she was booked prior to this tournament that she's going to beat Mercedes Mone. And if Athena interferes, great. That's kind of a cheap way to set it up, and maybe you can protect it. But there's no reason for me to believe in, especially in the last year of what Mercedes Mone has done, that she's going to lose anytime soon. And then at the same time, what the hell's going on with the TBS title? Since she faced Billy Starks for that championship, which led to the Athena match in this tournament, nothing's happened. We've not seen Mercedes even really reference the TBS championship, whether maybe she says she's the greatest TBS champion, but nothing has happened. And, it's, yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of allergies because I'm sick of this shit. I really am sick of this shit. And it's just, it's wild. It really is just insane that here we are. You've got one of the most talented young female performers who just won the Owen Hart Tournament last year. She's not even in this tournament. She hasn't even been referenced on television since Revolution. And yet, Mercedes Mone, just because, hey, she's one of your top stars, where the hell's the rest of her? Where the hell's Anna Jay? I think she's supposed to show up on Collision. Like, why couldn't she be in this tournament? This should be about elevating people. Mercedes Mone does not need to be elevated, okay? Like, because now, hey, we're seemingly heading on a collision course, and I understand, hey, Mercedes and Tony is a big money match, but you don't need to rush it. There's plenty of time to do it. I'm so frustrated with this. I really am. It doesn't make any lick of sense whatsoever. Like, you could have, not just Mariah May, there are so many other women in this division that could have used the spot that Mercedes got. She shouldn't be in this tournament. But here she is. She's probably going to win it, and it's a joke. It's a joke. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.